Guys, how have you been? How have you been? Okay, I'll see if I can help that. First timers, welcome. It's One Take Tom. Returners, welcome. It's One Take Tom. Let's get to it. Today we're going to be reacting to Eminem, his 7th track in the Slim Shady LP album, My Fault. We haven't heard this one much, so we're going to jump straight in and see how it goes. Let's get to it.
I never meant to give you mushrooms, girl. I never meant to bring you to my world. But now you're sitting in the corner crying, and now it's my fault, my fault. I never meant to give you mushrooms, girl. I never meant to bring you to my world. But now you're sitting in the corner crying, and now it's my fault, my fault.
Okay. I mean, we heard the skits before this, so this is obviously a hook that he's just come up with the lads, with the boys, like a funny, goofy one. So they probably come up with a hook first this time, and then he tries to put some raps around with it or some verses around with it. Whereas most of the time he's probably got stuff written down on his book, and then he creates a chorus out of it. So this is probably just a messing around kind of track. You know, everyone's got one. You've got a funny one, you've got a crazy one, you've got a silly one. Just so you can go a little bit extreme, and a little bit extreme with your rhymes as well. So let's keep going with this. It's quite catchy though.
Girl, I never meant to bring you to my world. But now you're sitting in the corner crying, and now it's my fault, my fault. I went to John's rave with Ron and Dave and met a new wave blonde babe with half of her head shaved. A nurse aide who came to get laid and tied up with first aid tape and raped on the first date. Susan.
Jeez. I didn't expect him to go that hard straight away, but we're straight in with this. I went to John's rave with Ron and Dave. I met a new wave blonde babe with half of her head shaved. Jesus. The bang, remember, he slows down, elongates the vowel sounds, and then speeds it up again and then slows down. That's how he changes the flow, changes the beat. We know this one's going to be constructed quite well. We know it's going to be silly. We know it's probably going to flow insane. A nurse aide who came to get laid and tied up with first aid tape and raped on the first date. Jesus. So he's combining obviously his insane flow and insane rhyming couplets and structure of different rhymes in different places. Day. And then he throws his crazy raping, killing, all this stuff again. Shady, for goodness sake, give us a break. It's great flow, it's insane wordplay. And then he throws out the controversial stuff. So then it puts people off again. For goodness sake, Shady. But here we are, we're supporting you, we're on your side. Let's keep going.
Ron and Dave and met a new wave blonde babe with half of her head shaved. A nurse aide who came to get laid and tied up with first aid tape and raped on the first date. Susan, an ex-heroin addict who just stopped using, who loved booze and alternative music, told me she was going back into using again. I said, wait, first try this hallucinogen. It's better than heroin, hitting the booze and the gin. Come here, let's go in here. Who's in the den? Me and Cat.
Jesus, come on, man. Hallucinogen, booze in the den, boo for the den. Hallucinogen. That's 5. That's 5. Hallucinogen, boosting the gin. He's managed to rhyme that sound. He's managed to rhyme a 5-syllable sound 4 times over. He's managed to rhyme a 5-syllable sound 4 times over. Still giving you the punchlines. And he set it up so perfectly at the start as well. Susan, an ex-heroin addict who just stopped using, who loves boozing, alternative music. You see how he emphasizes certain sounds or puts stress on certain vowel sounds to emphasize what he wants to rhyme. Susan, using, boozing, alternative music. Right, it's great different words, but he's managed to rhyme them together. And then he doesn't just use 2, using, he has 2 more. Using again, boozing again, hallucinogen. Let me do all of it. Susan, an ex-heroin addict who just stopped using, who loved boozing, alternative music. What up? His ad-libs are great as well. Told me she was going back to using again. I said, wait, first try this hallucinogen. It's better than heroin, hen, and boozing the gin. Come here, let's go in here. Who's in the den? It's great rhymes, it's really good rhymes. Obviously, he's mixing all the controversial stuff, all the crazy, the drugs and this, telling her to take drugs. Here, do this. And his crazy little accent, goofy accent. You know he's messing around when he puts his little goofy accent on. But the back and forth is great again. You can tell he's going goofy when he puts the accent on and he starts doing his weird voices, his funny voices. But let's keep going. The rhyme is insane.
Hey, wait, first try this hallucinogen. It's better than heroin, hitting the booze in the gin. Come here, let's go in here. Who's in the den? It's me and Kelly. My bad, let's try another room. I don't trust you. Shut up, slut, chew up this mushroom. This'll help you get in touch with your roots. We'll get barefoot, butt naked, and run in the woods. Oh hell, I might as well try him. This party is so dry. Oh dag, I ain't mean for you to eat the whole bag. Huh? I never meant to give you much.
Listen, man, the back and forth is so good. And what's funny is it's obviously his own voice. Right, some of the songs later on, like Kim or things like that, you forget that it's actually M doing these accents, doing the other voices as well, right? Because it sounds so good. The back and forth is great, man. Honestly, the back and forth is so good. This is what we liked about Guilty Conscience, right? He had a couple of different characters he was narrating. And the same thing with his accents. He's so good with the accents, he's so good at the different voices. We're just picturing a story scene. We're picturing the different characters. We're not really imagining the fact that it's him doing the same voice or even thinking about the fact that he's rapping or he's rhyming right now. The storytelling's so good. And the ad-libs are so good as well. His little shouts in the background. Listen out for it, man. It's so funny. Let's try another room. I don't trust you. Shut up, slut. Chew up this mushroom. Up to, da. We'll get barefoot, butt naked, and run in the woods. Oh, hell, I might as well try 'em. This party is so drab. Oh, dang. I ain't mean for you to eat the whole bag. You see, he's just messing around with it. He's just playing around with it. The wordplay's great. The rhyming's great. And then he throws in a couple of random controversial topics here and there. But it still sounds good. The flow's insane. Let's keep going.
Shut up, slut, chew up this mushroom. This'll help you get in touch with your roots. We'll get barefoot, butt naked, and run in the woods. Oh hell, I might as well try him. This party is so dry. Oh dag, I ain't mean for you to eat the whole bag. Huh? I never meant to give you mushrooms, girl. I never meant to bring you to my world. But now you're sitting in the corner crying, and now it's my fault, my fault. I'm sorry. I never meant to give you mushrooms, girl. I never meant to bring you to my world. But now you're sitting in the corner crying, and now it's my fault, my fault. Yo, Sue, get away from me. I don't know you. Oh shoot, she's tripping. I need to go puke. I wasn't trying to turn this into something major. I just wanted to make you appreciate nature.
You see, he does it again with the accents coming in, so it sounds like a completely different person. It's always like the whiny, super high-pitched, squeaky voice. But it works so well because it doesn't sound like Shady. It doesn't sound like M, it sounds like someone else. So then when he's responding, it sounds like he's responding. It's so good, it's so clever. Right, that's an impressive ability in itself. Just being able to put on another persona, a different accent, a different character, and make it work. He makes it work in a rap song. Different voices, different accents, with the flow, still rhyming. Still rhyming. So many levels to this. And again, the way he lands the punchlines, the way he lands the bars at the end, the flow, drop, punchline, land. So good. Yo, Sue, get away from me, I don't know you. And he fully exaggerates the accent as well to really separate it. Oh shoot, she's tripping. I need to go puke. I wasn't trying to turn this into something major. I just wanted to make you appreciate nature. You see how the punchline sets it up, lands it. And then lands. So good. Let's keep going.
I wasn't trying to turn this into something major. I just wanted to make you appreciate nature. Susan, stop crying, I don't hate ya. The world's not against you, I'm sorry your father raped ya. So what, you had your little coochie in your dad's mouth? That ain't no reason to start wigging and spaz out. She said, help me, I think I'm having a seizure. I said I'm high too, bitch, quit grabbing my t-shirt. Let go. Would you calm down, you're starting to scare me. She said, I'm 26 years old and I'm not married. I don't even have any kids and I can't cook. I'm over here, Sue, you're talking to the plant. Look, we need to get to a hospital before it's too late, cause I never seen no one eat as many shrooms as you ate.
Honestly, there is no one as good as the storytelling as Shady. Right, you're not even thinking about the words, you're not even thinking about the rap, you're not even thinking about the rhyme. You're just picturing that whole thing, aren't you? He always does that funny voice. Such a funny voice, such a funny accent. He's always up to some shit. Shady's always up to some mischief. And again, great words, great rhyming wordplay. Puts it in with something controversial. Says something controversial. Susan, stop crying. I don't hate you. The world's not against you. I'm sorry your father raped you. Shady. So what, you had your little coochie? Oh, fuck. No matter what, these are the parts where the parents turn off. The adults will turn away. They're not going to listen to this. It's so hard to convince them otherwise. But maybe it's deliberate. Maybe it's a deliberate warning. Stay away if you're not going to appreciate it. If you're not going to look further in depth, then I don't want you anyway. But he's so good. You forget about the rhymes. You forget about the rap because he's just talking. It just sounds like he's talking. He just happens to be rhyming at the end of it as well. It's crazy. And the rhymes, don't sleep on the rhymes and the connections of the wordplay. Seizure, t-shirt. Would you ever thought of rhyming those two words together? Obviously it makes sense now. But those aren't the first words you go to. That's what I like about it. It's complex rhyming. Complex connection of words. Different words. She said, help me. I think I'm having a seizure. I said, I'm hot too, bitch. Quick grabbing my t-shirt. You think you're the only one chipping balls right now? Quick grabbing my t-shirt. I'm 26 years old and I'm not married. I don't even have any kids and I can't cook. Hello, I'm over here, Sue. Hi. You're talking to the plant. Look. Again, he's just back and forth, stop and start, narrating, pausing, speech, pausing. And then it works with the flow, it works with the rhyme. So good. Let's keep going.
I'm over here, so you're talking to the plant. Look, we need to get to a hospital before it's too late. Cause I never seen no one eat as many shrooms as you ate. I never meant to give you mushrooms, girl. Whoops. I never meant to bring you to my world. But now you're sitting in the corner crying. And now it's my fault, my fault. It's an accident. I never meant to give you mushrooms, girl. I never meant to bring you to my world. But now you're sitting in the corner crying. And now it's my fault, my fault. Susan, where you going? You better be careful.
Leave me alone, Dad. I'm sick of getting my hair pulled.
I'm not your dad. Quit trying to swallow your tongue. Want some gum? Put down the scissors before you do something dumb. I'll be right back. Just chill, baby, please. I gotta go find Dave. He's the one who gave me these. John, where's Dave at before I bash you? He's in the bathroom. I think he's taking a crap, dude. Dave!
You see what I mean? Like so many different. It's still shady. These characters are still shady. Even that guy, it didn't even sound like him. Maybe it did because you've listened to it enough, but it just doesn't sound like him. The girl, the guy, shady. In my mind, that's 3 different people in the same room. And you can picture it perfectly. He's such a good storyteller. And then it's still rhyming at the same time. John, where's Dave at before I bash you? He's in the bathroom. I think he's taking a crap, dude. I think he's taking a crap, dude. Come on. Just says shit. I don't know, man. Let's just keep going with this. This is too much.
Bathroom. I think he's taking a crap, dude. Dave, pull up your pants. We need an ambulance. There's a girl upstairs talking to plants, chopping her hair off. And there's only 2 days left of spring break. How long do these things take to wear off? Well, it depends on how many you had. I took 3. She ate the other 22 caps. Now she's upstairs crying out her eyeballs, drinking Lysol. She's gonna die, dude. I know, and it's my fault. I never meant to give.
Oh, come on. That's so good. Ties it in so nicely as well at the end. And it's my fault. But don't forget the rhymes. The rhymes are there. Eyeball, drinking Lysol. I know, dude, and it's my fault. Remember, the punchline lands. The timing lands. It's just so good. Crazy, he's messed up, he's conversational. You're picturing all of it. The whole storytelling scene pictures perfectly. He's just taking too many shrooms, man. She's gonna die, dude. I know, and it's my fault. Let's get back to the chorus. It's so catchy.
Upstairs crying out her eyeballs, drinking Lysol. She's gonna die, dude. I know, and it's my fault. I never meant to give you mushrooms, girl. I never meant to bring you to my world. But now you're sitting in the corner crying, and now it's my fault, my fault. What do I do? I never meant to give you mushrooms, girl. I never meant to bring you to my world. But now you're sitting in the corner crying, and now it's my fault, my fault. My God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Susan, please wake up. Please. Please wake up. What are you doing? You're not dead. You're not dead. I know you're not dead. Wake up. Susan, wake up.
Can you just imagine him in the studio doing that? Like, come on, man. Susan, wake up. Come on, man. This must be so much fun to make as well. And obviously from the skit, they were probably just chilling with the boys on the sofas, chilling around, having a good time. I never meant to give you mushrooms, girl. Come up with a hook, yeah. Let's just put some fire to that. So good. And then he just messes about with it, makes it crazy, makes it weird, does the accents, does the characters, but the flow is still sick. The beat works, the beat is sick. The flow is sick, the rhymes work. And then it's a story along the way at the same time. It's so good, it's so clever. There are so many different levels to this. Don't sleep on it. Now admittedly I haven't heard that one as much, but it's so good. The storytelling is so good, the flow is so the way he just kicks into it straight away. This is actually a really hard track. I haven't heard it as much, but I guess it's my fault. Come on, man. I'm apologise for that. But we're halfway through the Slim Shady LP album. It's pretty sick, I'm not gonna lie. He's got some goofy ones, some wacky ones, some really deep ones, some ones with some good messages in, and the controversial ones that probably shouldn't be the first track we show the parents. But let's not sleep on the talent. The rhymes are sick, the flow is sick, the beat is sick. Thank you, Dre. Shout out M. I can't wait to hear the rest of these. And shout out you guys for watching. Let me know what you think. Let me know your reaction. Let me know if there's any others you want me to react to. But I love breaking these down with you. This has been One Take Productions. I'm One Take Tom. I'll see you on the next one. I know, dude, and it's my fault.